The high school locker room. This was a Wild West type territory, all the way from axe bombs to things getting stolen. I'm sure we all have a story from the locker room. And that doesn't always sound like a great thing to have a story about, to be honest with you, but most of us had a gym class, or maybe a strength class. And during that time in school, you had to go to the locker room to get changed before class, because who's rocking gym shorts all day? Probably not most of us, but if you are, more power to you. But this one time, I'm sure we've all had this experience to some extent. The gym locker room was slanted down, like it was like an off-ramp for handicapped people that you could get in there. And you just start seeing the axe can roll and roll and roll down that ramp. And when I say the axe can, I mean that thing's taped down, the axe bomb. You know what I'm talking about. And so that thing rolls on in there, and people are ducking and covering like it's mustard gas or something. It's like World War II in there within seconds. The absolute misfortune of anyone who had to be in that vicinity. It just became a straight chaos within minutes of entry. And after that day, everyone had some form of PTSD when it came to that place and this time. Because, you know, once you get axe bombed once, it's hard to ever recover from that. It's a very traumatic experience. Another thing that has happened to me when I was in high school, I never actually had a lock. Because for whatever reason, I was not good at remembering the locker combination. And so I didn't put a lock on my locker. And someone ended up stealing about $250 out of my wallet one day. That one hurt. That one hurt a lot. And so I came up with a plan to have that person get caught. And it was a brilliant plan. I left my locker unlocked again. I put a few dollars in that wallet and a Pop-Tart. And this is where you guys probably won't believe it.
Stop the cap.
But I saw that dude with my fucking Pop-Tart, bro. I swear, he stole my Pop-Tart. I saw him eating it after gym class, and I was about to lose it. And so I went straight to the teacher, because, you know, I thought the teacher might solve my problem here.
Gotcha, bitch.
But I was wrong. I told the teacher, I'm like, that dude stole stuff from my locker. I'm like, he's going to have this amount of money on him, and that's my Pop-Tart he's eating. And then the teacher was like, did you steal his stuff? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, so I'm sure he stole my $250 before that. So I was hoping I could get it back. I got the few dollars back, and I got the half-eaten Pop-Tart back. But he even admitted to stealing the $250, but the teacher did not make him give it back to me. But the fact that he stole my Pop-Tart, like, bro, that was my breakfast. I was starving all day due to that being my one source of food for that day. And I didn't eat school lunch because that stuff was expensive, and I kind of got free lunch half the time, but like, I don't know, you know how school lunches are, they're a little bit repulsive. And now onto the locker room dynamic of after a basketball game. Because this dynamic can shift from one way to another, really depending on the outcome of the game.
Yo, pass the ball, wide open.
Dorbol is going in for the dunk, while his teammate is looking for the pass. Is this the right decision? It doesn't seem to be.
And you're such a dweeb, you should have just passed it, bro. Why'd you do that?
That's what you get for looking like a penis.
You threw the game. You threw it.
Ooh, he's getting his shit rocked. This is what happens when you choke the game.
I can't deal with this dude anymore. Coach, get him off the team. And then we have the other outcome. Yo, we are the champions, bro.
Yes, sir. Let's go. W season. Woo!
We don't take no L out here. I swear we always win.
Hey, man, we with the team in the locker room. Hey, what just happened, guys? What did we just take? A W, baby. Yeah.
And on some other occasions, sometimes you'd have someone who gets shoved into a locker and locked into it.
Hey, could you help me out? Actually, Chadley shoved me in the locker because I asked the teacher to check the homework. Please help me out. Please, man.
Oh yeah, I got you, bud. Oh, it's you? Oh no, I'm not letting you up, bro. Stay in there. Someone else will get you eventually. And then other times you'd walk into the locker room and you'd see two kids beefing that quickly escalate into a huge fighting situation. And those fights are always the craziest because there's no supervision in the locker room.
Hey, what'd you say about my girl, lil bro? Instead of chatting, why don't you say it to these hands?
Yo, bro, I said I bet your girl's closest relative is the Green Giant.
Fatality.
Oh. Fuck!
And sometimes you have that one kid who's worked on himself physically at a young age, so he's aesthetic at a young age, but he's never worked on his mental well-being, so he can be a little bit narcissistic, and you get situations like this.
Looking good. You done well, me, as always. You the man. Look at the drip. Looking fresh, hair on point. Damn, I should be a model.
Yo, get a load of this dude. If anyone's full of himself, it's that guy. See, there's also times where you'd walk on into that locker room never expecting what to see. You might even see someone all the way up on top of the lockers.
Yo, how'd you even get up there? You got some ups, bro. The NBA should be calling your name, bro. Are you going to be in the NBA draft?
Man, the only draft I'm gonna be in is the fucking military draft, I tell you what. And nah, it ain't half, bro. I'd have climbed out up, I tell you what, I do again. And this might have not been the same for everyone else who's watching this video, but my school had the locker room as the tornado shelter. And so whenever we had to do a tornado drill or a tornado warning was in the area, we would go right down to that locker room.
There is a tornado incoming, so please head straight to the locker room for your designated tornado shelter.
Yo, what the hell's going on? Tornado drill. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yo, what's a little wind gonna do to me? That can't do anything, I swear. And another thing that would happen sometimes is, I'm sure we've all heard this before, where a kid is violently slamming that locker door over and over again. Whether it be out of anger or just for the memes. I'm sure we've all witnessed this or heard this before in our life.
Fuck! Fuck this locker. Fuck this school.
Yo, you good, bro? You're making like a trap beat in here. You're going kind of crazy with that locker. You wanna simmer down a bit? Another thing about the locker rooms is that there's the showers in there. And the showers have two settings. Freezing cold or scalding hot. So either you're gonna burn your skin off or you're gonna freeze to death. You gotta make your decision on that one. It's a pretty hard choice. Usually people make neither decisions and just don't shower there. Alright, I just gotta take this shower because I can't be sweaty all day, bro. I just can't do it. Here goes nothing. And after all these experiences, I think most of us can probably humbly agree that the school locker room was a fever dream and a half. And it's something that exists somewhere between space and time. And if you're looking for another video to watch, feel free to click this one right here.